Suddenly, news spread in the media that a woman's clothes and slippers had been found in a valley in Udumbannoor, Kerala. On the morning of October 2nd, a police team arrived in the Udumbannoor area. At that time, many vultures were circling above the valley, which made the police suspect that there might be something below. After this, the police began descending into the valley. But what happened next? What occurred? Who did it? And how was the culprit caught? If you want to know the answers to all these questions, you have to go back to the very beginning of the incident. This is where the incident begins. September 26, 2025. Jesse's elder son called his mother at around 9 p.m. Jesse and Sam George had 2 sons and both of them lived outside India. However, both sons spoke to their mother every day and checked on her well-being. On September 26th as well, their elder son called Jesse from Australia. That night, Jesse did pick up the phone, but the call got disconnected immediately, and no conversation took place. After that, her son tried calling multiple times, but each time the call kept getting disconnected. At first, he thought it might be a network issue, but the next morning was not good for the 2 brothers either. Their mother, Jessie, had not answered any calls since the previous night. I will walk you through the events one by one, but before that, let's take a look at a shocking scene. October 3rd, 2025. Early in the morning, in Udumbannoor village of Idukki district, Kerala, villagers were stunned to see divers and police searching inside a well. Everyone had the same question. What exactly had happened here? The water in this 60-foot deep well was extremely cold, but the divers were searching for a mobile phone that could change the entire story of this case. Not only that, it could save an innocent person from going to jail and bring the real culprits to justice. Finally, after several hours of hard effort, they succeeded. When a diver came up from beneath the water, he had that mobile phone in his hand. It looked like an ordinary phone, but it contained all the hidden secrets of that person. And now, this very phone could lead the police to the real culprit. What is the truth behind this incident? Let's uncover the entire story in this video. But friends, before we move forward, a small request. If you enjoy watching real crime stories, then subscribe to our channel Indian Crime Mind right now. September 26th, 2025. Jesse's younger son also sent a message on WhatsApp. "Mom, are you okay?" But those messages were not seen either. After that, they called their father, Sam George. He did answer the phone, but the call got disconnected within a few seconds. When they called again, the call was rejected. The elder son couldn't reach his mother, and the younger son also failed to contact her. So both brothers became certain that something was definitely wrong, as they were well aware of their father's behavior. Therefore, Jesse's elder son immediately called one of his friends living in Kerala and informed him about the entire situation. Fearing something unfortunate, his friend immediately headed toward Jesse's house. But when he reached around 12:30 p.m., he saw that the gate of the house was locked from the outside and there was no movement inside. He called out for Jesse but received no response. Without wasting a moment, he directly called the police. Soon, a police team arrived at the spot. However, when the police opened the main gate and entered the house, the scene inside was quite strange. There was a smell similar to chili powder in the drawing room. A small towel was lying on the table, slightly wet. In the kitchen, there was a broken glass, and on the door handle, there were marks of some oily substance. Seeing all this, the police became concerned. Sam George was also not present there for questioning, and there was no trace of Jessie. No one knew where she was. However, seeing the condition of the house, the police understood that something had definitely happened there. They then contacted Jesse's son in Australia, obtained Sam George's number from him, and called him. This time, Sam answered the phone, but when the police tried to ask him questions, he only said, "I am outside right now. I'll talk later." After this, the crime scene was sealed and the forensic team was called in. During the investigation, it was found that all the CCTV cameras in Jesse's house were turned off. When the DVR recordings were checked, it was discovered that the footage from 10:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. on September 26th was completely missing. Meanwhile, Sam George had also reached his house. The police questioned him. "Police, where's your wife?" Sam, "I'm not sure. Maybe she has gone to a friend's house." Police, "Jessie is your wife, and when she has been missing for so long, why didn't you try to contact her?" Sam, "We have been living separately for quite some time. Although we stay in the same house, we live separate lives." Sam's statement seemed very strange to the police. So, on the morning of September 28th, the police began checking all the CCTV cameras installed around their house. Soon, in one of the CCTV footages, the police saw that at 11:42 p.m. on September 26th, Sam George's car was leaving the house, and at 2:10 a.m. the same car was seen returning from another route in the colony. After obtaining the CCTV footage, the Kottayam police called Sam George to the police station for questioning. When he was shown the footage, Sam told the police that he was very stressed that night and had gone out for a long drive to relax. He also said that perhaps Jessie had gone to her sister's house to meet her. However, when the police questioned Jessie's sister, she clearly stated that Jessie had not visited her for many days. After this, on September 29th, the police once again called the forensic team to Sam's house. Sam's car was also examined, and that was when the suspicion turned into evidence. The forensic team found some blood stains in the car. During the investigation, the police also found a hair sample. The forensic team sent all these samples to the lab to determine whose hair it was. After this, the police recorded statements from Jessie's two sons. The elder son stated that they were repeatedly trying to call their mother, but sometimes the phone was switched off, and other times it would ring and then disconnect. He also mentioned that at around 8:47 p.m. on September 26th, they received the last message from their mother.
I am a bit busy right now. I will talk later. I don't want to live with you anymore. I want a divorce.
After that, Jessie neither sent any message nor made any calls. From the statements of the two sons, it became clear that whatever had happened to Jessie must have occurred after 9 p.m. on September 26th. After this, the police began tracking Jessie's mobile phone. Her phone was last found active near MG University. On the morning of October 2nd, another police team found women's slippers, some clothes, and marks on the ground amidst dense bushes in the Udumbannoor area. Moving a little further, they discovered the dead body of a woman. The body was none other than Sam George's wife, Jessie. Meanwhile, even after hours of searching, Jessie's phone could not be found. Just then, a police officer noticed a small well nearby, which raised suspicion. As the suspicion grew, divers were immediately called in. The water in the well was about 40 to 50 feet deep and extremely cold. Still, the divers fearlessly entered the water. After some time, when they came back up, one of the divers was holding a mobile phone. This was the crucial piece of evidence that held the mystery behind Jessie's death. The phone was then sealed and sent directly to the forensic lab. After recovering the deleted data from the phone, many hidden facts came to light, which solved the entire case. It became clear that at 11:42 p.m. on September 26th, Jessie was with Sam. That night, when Sam George left the house for a long drive, the location of Jessie's mobile phone was also seen moving along with his car toward Udumbannoor via Idukki Road. The most important point was that some messages were found on Jessie's phone, clearly indicating that her murderer was none other than her own husband, Sam George. In fact, Jessie had messaged one of her friends, writing that there was a lot of tension at home and that her husband was behaving very strangely. She wrote, "I have started to feel very scared of him." All these pieces of evidence obtained from the mobile phone played a crucial role in solving the case. After continuous interrogation, intense police pressure, and all the evidence coming to light, Sam George finally broke down. And then a horrifying truth of this incident came out, which left everyone shocked. From the statements of family members and questioning of neighbors, it was revealed that Sam George had relationships with many women even before marriage. He often stayed out of the house until late at night. For him, all this was very normal, but his behavior made his family members very disturbed and worried. After completing his studies, Sam started working on IT and technical projects. Within a few years, he became fully established. It was during this time that he met Jessie. Jessie was a school teacher in Kottayam district. After that, they started meeting frequently and gradually began to like each other. With time, the closeness between Sam and Jessie increased so much that they decided to spend their lives together. However, their relationship was not accepted by either of their families. Despite the family's objections, Sam and Jessie got married following traditional rituals. After that, they started living together. But with time, tension, fights, and distance between them began to grow. The relationship that once started with love slowly turned into a silent war. In fact, Jesse gradually began to understand Sam's true character. Sam was still involved with many women. Earlier, he used to meet his girlfriends outside the house, but the situation worsened when he started bringing women into the house. Because of Sam's behavior, living with him became unbearable for Jessie. Finally, one day she decided that she would no longer live with Sam. After that, Jessie started living on the ground floor while Sam stayed on the first floor. Things continued like this for some time. But how long can a wife tolerate seeing her husband with different women every day in her own house? Finally, one day Jessie clearly told Sam,
I don't want to live with you anymore. I want a divorce.
Hearing this, Sam became extremely angry, because he knew that if a divorce happened, he would have to pay alimony. Moreover, Jessie had contributed more to building the house they lived in. Sam George started thinking, if Jessie filed for divorce, he would lose the house and end up on the streets. And when the situation reached its peak, Sam decided in his mind, it was time to remove Jessie from his path. He started waiting for the right opportunity. Finally, on the night of September 26, 2025, he got that opportunity. At around 10:30 p.m. that night, a heated argument broke out between them over some issue. And when the argument escalated beyond control, Sam George strangled Jessie to death. After that, Sam hurriedly tried to erase all the evidence. He deleted all the CCTV footage from 10:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. on September 26th. Then he placed Jessie's lifeless body in the car and, after turning off all the lights in the house, left around 11:40 p.m. to dispose of the body. After driving about 60 kilometers, he reached the Udumbannoor area. There, Sam stopped the car near a deep gorge. Then he took Jessie out of the car and threw her into the deep valley. However, he kept Jessie's mobile phone with him, and while returning, he threw Jessie's phone into a deep pond near MG University so that the police would remain busy tracking the phone's location and would not reach the actual place. But as it is said, no matter how clever a criminal is, they are eventually caught. The same happened with Sam. All his plans failed, and he was finally arrested. After that, the police presented Sam George in court, from where he was sent to jail. However, the case is still under trial, and the final verdict is yet to come. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. If you like such videos, do subscribe to our channel. Stay well, stay healthy. Goodbye.